Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will be learning about what is meant by plagiarism and what are the different types of plagiarism and how to avoid the plagiarism. So plagiarism means using someone else's work without giving them proper credit. In academic writing, plagiarism involves using words, ideas or information from a source without citing it correctly. So plagiarism means using some other's work as our own work. Okay, so without giving the proper credit. Suppose I am using some other's content or some other's images. So we have to cite them properly, or we have to quote them properly. So if you are not citing them properly means, so you have to give some credit to the main owner. So if you are not giving that priority, then it leads to plagiarism. It can be intentional or accidental, but it is always wrong. So it may be plagiarism may be intentional or accidental, but it is a wrong thing. So there are 5 main types of plagiarism, that is global plagiarism, verbatim plagiarism, paraphrasing plagiarism, patchwork plagiarism and self-plagiarism. So first one is the global plagiarism. So global plagiarism means plagiarizing the entire text. That means copying entire text from someone else's source. Okay, and passing it as your own. For example, so your teacher has given some assignment to you, and if you find the assignment online and if you are submitting that work as your own work, then it leads to global plagiarism. This plagiarism involves lying about the authorship of the work. So this is the most serious type of plagiarism. We have to avoid the global plagiarism by writing our own essays. So next one is the verbatim plagiarism. Copying someone else's words directly without quotation marks or attribution is called as verbatim plagiarism. That means we are copying the words directly from other source, from someone's source. So without their permission, we are copying the words and using for our own work without the attribution. To avoid the verbatim plagiarism, so we must quote the we have to quote the original source by putting the copied text in the quotation marks and including an in-text citation. So we can use the different types of citations, that is MLA or APA or Chicago style. Next one is the paraphrasing plagiarism. Rephrasing someone else's ideas without attribution is called as paraphrasing plagiarism. That means rephrasing the ideas or rephrasing the sentences. So it means putting a piece of text into your own words. So paraphrasing without citation is the most common type of plagiarism. So to avoid this type of plagiarism, so we have to cite the sources similar to the quoting. So we have to cite the sources where you got that particular idea. Suppose you are translating a piece of text from another language without citation. So this is also a type of paraphrasing plagiarism. Translated text should be always cited, because you are using still someone's ideas. So even they are in a different language, so you are copying that idea. Next one is the patchwork plagiarism. That is stitching together pieces of text from different sources without attribution. So it means copying phrases, passages and ideas from different sources and putting them together to create a new text. So to avoid this type of plagiarism, we have to cite the sources whenever you quote or paraphrase to avoid the plagiarism. So the plagiarism checkers like Turnitin software can easily detect this type of patchwork plagiarism. So next and last one is the self-plagiarism. So plagiarism your own work. So plagiarizing your own work. So reusing your own work without the attribution is called as a self-plagiarism. That means reusing our work that we have previously submitted or published. It amounts to academic dishonesty to present a paper or a piece of data as brand new when you have already gotten credit for that work. Self-plagiarism can occur when we reuse the ideas, phrases or data from our previous assignments. So these are the different types of plagiarism. Now let us see how to avoid the plagiarism. Only use the credible sources. So when you are doing the research, only use sources that are reliable and trustworthy. This means avoiding websites like Wikipedia and instead using scholarly journals, books and articles from reputable websites. So we have to follow only some credible sources, and we have to avoid checking the websites such as Wikipedia or some of the articles, Google articles. Instead, we have to follow some of the Scopus indexed journals or some highly recommended conferences. So we have to follow books and articles from the reputable websites. So we have to follow the articles from the reputable websites only. Cite your sources correctly. So when we are using the information from other source, we need to cite them correctly so that the reader knows where you got the information from. There are many different citation styles such as MLA, APA and Chicago. Choose a style and learn how to cite your sources correctly. So we have to select a citing style for citing a particular work. So we have to cite where we got the information while writing an article, so that the owner of that article will get that credit. The next one is the paraphrase carefully. So if you are paraphrasing someone else's ideas, make sure that you are putting them into your own words. Don't just change a few words and keep the same sentence structure. So write the articles in your own words and don't copy the idea of the other person. Use quotation marks. If you are quoting directly from another source, be sure to put the quoted text in quotation marks and cite the source. So this is about the plagiarism and types of plagiarism and how to avoid the plagiarism. Thanks for watching my video.